Hey, what's going on, y'all? And welcome to another episode of Herb's Comic Book Journey. This week, before we get into this episode, I want to talk to you guys about our sponsors. The first one is Phoenix Fit. If you haven't been looking at the show as of lately, since May the 3rd, I started taking Phoenix Fit. I started my weight loss journey, exercising, and just taking the Phoenix Fit, the pre-workout mix, and the whey protein shake. That flavor is chocolate mint, which is actually pretty good. I like it. I've had that, and I've been working out, doing my due diligence by eating better, and as of Sunday, I am down to, at a starting point, I was 430 pounds. Now I am 414 pounds right of now. As of Sunday, I'm sorry. And just follow me on my workout journey, to go from a 5X to a 2X. So, but just follow me on this journey. I want to say shout out to our sponsor, Phoenix Fit. You can go on phoenixfit.com. That's FNXfit.com, and go and get your 15% off by using the promo code FNX Blurred 13, and to get your 15% off. That's FNX Blurreds 13 to get your 15% off on all products from Phoenix Fit. So let's go ahead and get into this week's episode. I figured we go back into the Marvel Universe. This time, a little comedy with this one. He's one of my favorite heroes, or anti-heroes, if you want to call him that. The Merc with the Mouth Deadpool. So, this took place. Let me start off. It's different variations of his origin story. So we're gonna go with this one. This one took place right before the movie came out. So the play on this one was Deadpool's origin. It's basically what are we gonna talk about in this movie? So you see this one guy on his way to a house in Hollywood Hills, and you see another guy running out the house with a gunshot wound to the leg, and just screaming like, "Get out of here! Get out of here! He's got a gun!" And the guy walks in and sees Deadpool like, "Oh, you're my 330. Come on in." So he takes a shot of whiskey and asks the guy like, "So, what type of movie movie picture you gonna tell me about today?" He's like, "No, I actually want to ask you, what about your movie? What would you like this movie to be?" And so he's like, "Oh, really? You want to know what my whole entire thing? So I could tell you exactly how this is gonna be? Yeah, go and tell me." So he says, "Let's start from this point. There is a experimental case going up with him, because he has stage 4 cancer, I believe. And so he decides, hey, let me go ahead and take this and go ahead and try to get my cancer taken away. Turns out that these scientists that was there with him not only just filled his dick up with tubes and his asshole up with tubes, and had him pretty much pinned up like a pincushion inside this tub of water. It was pretty bad. He got out, and it turns out that his whole entire skin turned into like hamburger meat, just really fucked up. And all of a sudden, the doctor's like, "Oh my God, what the hell happened to him?" So the doctors pretty much tried a whole bunch of tests on him, shot his fingers off, set him on fire, cut his other arms off and limbs and stuff off, and he grew them back. He turned back into hamburger meat faced guy that he's been since the experiment started. So with all these things starting to fail, they was like all these experiments. Well, it kind of didn't fail, but it did because they wanted him to become a spy. But you can't be a spy looking like a fucking hamburger, piece of hamburger. So they sent him to where the rejects are and basically just said like, hey, he's a failed experiment. We're going to keep him in here. But he's been stuck in this a jail cell for the rejects for a while now. He's like, hey, man, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. So he goes ahead, calls the guard, and beats the total shit out of him. So after he pretty much beats the shit out of the guard, he kills him. And he says, you know what? I got a leg up on every single one of these mercenaries out here getting money. So just killing people. So let me go ahead, put a mask on, and start killing motherfuckers left and right. Till he met this mutant from the future. It's half cyborg, half man. And yeah. He beat the shit out of him too. Then the cyborg guy, who happens to be Cable, beat the shit out of him too. So yeah. And then they eventually became friends. And then Deadpool says, that's the story of Deadpool. So the writer says to him like, nah, bruh, I need you to go ahead and take me back further than that. So the producer says, look here, man, Deadpool, yeah, that's all well and good. I need to know about Wade Wilson. Like, I need to know the real guy. So he says, really? Okay. Let me go ahead and tell you this. Wade Wilson was a fool because he was a mercenary with a conscience. So it's kind of funny when you think about it. So he goes ahead and says, like, I'm going to take it. I took out dictators who really deserved it. So I'm thinking, would he have taken out? No, I'm not even going to say that because I hopefully won't get in trouble for that. But if you're thinking what I'm thinking, you're probably thinking the same thing. Yeah, I'm not even going to touch that. Yeah, so he would take out dictators that really deserved it. And then he would go back to his girlfriend and they'd be living happily ever. They would have been living happily ever after, only to find out that he had stage 4 cancer. And he was like, I don't want to be a burden to anybody. So he just packed up all his bags and rolled up out his girlfriend's life without telling her. And so then it went to the experiments that he was just talking about. So talking about putting up his dick in his ass and all that other stuff. It's kind of gross talking about all these things up his... Yeah, anywho, going back to this... Then all of a sudden, the movie producer says, no, I need you to go like Wade Wilson as a kid. Start from there. So he told him a story about how him and his father used to play games when he was a kid. He would go ahead and do like his father come from the door, knock on it, say knock, knock. Wade say, who's there? And he's like, catch. And then he's like, catch you. And he burst out and say, I always knew you were a nut. Yeah. So then one day his dad just rolled out and never came back. He was waiting on the knock knock and there was no answer back. Yeah, that was kind of depressing. Then his dad left. His mom tried to make the best out of it, and she was broke. She couldn't really take care of him. So the next best thing that he could think of was, you know what? What's one thing that that kids who pretty much don't have a life, what can they do to make some money? He went to join the military. So after he signed up for the military, he turned out to say like, hey, this is, I just think about all the bad things that happened in my life. And I think about either the laughter or pain, and the laughter was the one that got me through with it. But I mean, it also got me through to become the mercenary, the Merc that I am. So, I mean, he said that being in the military not only got Wade Wilson as the mercenary, but it became to help him out with as Deadpool as well. So the producer comes and says, you know, wait. I got everything that I need. I can go ahead. We're gonna make this a big, huge movie. Trust me on this one. You'll love it. 36 months later, the movie premiere comes out, and Wade is kind of taken back. Well, Deadpool is kind of taken back after he sees that it's like after a shitload of explosions, real Michael Bayish and Celine Dion singing. He just had enough. He was like, "It's some fucking bullshit." Walks out the movie and blows up the producer's car. Yeah, that's Deadpool in a nutshell. So after he blew up his car, he basically told he just went off on his own. And so before all of this next part happens, the producer asked him, like, so what, why didn't you ever look for your father? And he was like, you know, I don't know. I just never just got around to looking for it. Only thing was he was lying, and he was just like, you know what? I got his information. I'm going to go ahead and check him out. So he goes and knocks on this door in the middle of nowhere. And he says on there, knock, knock. And the person says, who is it? It's Wade. Wade who? He takes off his mask and says, where do you get a load of this, Pops? The end. Depressing, funny, and just like weird at the same time. That is Deadpool for you, ladies and gentlemen. Deadpool. I honestly think that this is it's kind of funny. I love the fact that he at times this goes over breaks the fourth wall. I mean, it's funny. He's always been a funny character. And then with Ryan Reynolds taking over for it, so I mean, it was pretty dope. I like this little origin story of him, and it's everything that you could ever want in a Deadpool comic. So before we end this, let me talk to you guys about the second sponsor that we have, and the second sponsor is the Beard Struggle. The Beard Struggle has been pretty much helping my beard get real thick and nice and everything for my wife, and she loves it. She loves the smell. She loves the way I look. I mean, I'm a handsome motherfucker. Don't you agree? Anywho, so the Beard Struggle. As you guys been checking out, Cam needs to be using that scruff butter to go and build up on it. They have some for little beards to try to get bigger. They have ones for long beards trying to get kind of like mine's, trying to get longer, and so on and so on. And go ahead and shampoo and condition my beard. It smells good. It feels good. I got the hot comb to go and make it a little longer and everything. I got they also have a spray to make sure it doesn't mess up your hair as far as before you spray it, before you use the heat comb to go ahead and comb this out, make it look nice and fresh. And of course they have the oils and the beard butter to basically just to make it look nice, fresh, and amazing. It smells good too, so the ladies will love it, and you'll love it. So be sure to go on thebeardstruggle.com and go ahead and type in Blerds1 for 15% off on all your products, and you'll thoroughly enjoy it. So man up, grow that beard, and enjoy it. This is another episode of Herb's Comic Book Journey. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in. Catch you guys later. Peace.